distinguished guests who have gathered here. I am Ramanathan, that's for Ramanathan Coimbatore Subramanian, so I just go by Rama. And I'm the Regional Technical Analyst for the Pacific Financial Inclusion Program. I lead all and manage all research activities for the program. The PFIP program is a regional program based in Suva. We work in 6 countries across the Pacific. It's a UNDP UNCDF program with generous funding from OSCE and European Union. Right from the inception of the program, what we did was we carried out a research study, and that highlighted something very important, significant for us, and that was that the well-being of a rural household can be quantifiably improved if only one person in that household attains financial literacy and has a savings account. And a significantly higher level of well-being is achieved if that person is a woman. So this is where we decided right at the inception of the program, we would integrate gender in all aspects of our program outputs. And that has helped us to expand financial products and services to over 300,000 women across the Pacific. And we take a holistic approach towards financial inclusion as we work with private sector. My colleague sitting right next to me on the left with Westpac, and other colleagues from Vodafone, Digicel, and other banks and insurance companies. We work with the policymakers, we work with community organizations, as well as the unbanked population. In the area of policy making, we focus on evidence-based research so that we can enable policymakers to take relevant policy action. To that end, we carried out a financial competency study across Fiji, PNG, Samoa, and Solomon Islands. And what the study highlighted was that women are far more competent in managing the household finances in terms of budgeting, in paying the bills on time. They have a good control over the household budgets. But when it comes to access to information on financial products and services, they actually are far less competent than men. So I think it's not quite surprising because even my wife is far more competent than me when it comes to managing household budgeting and finances. And what we decided was that we would go out with a strategy workshop. It was led by the Reserve Bank of Fiji, and a very important policy outcome was achieved. We decided that educating and training women on financial tools and products will form a critical component of the National Financial Inclusion Strategy of Fiji. And targeted financial literacy programs will be delivered to enable women to get access to financial products and tools. And we're working in other countries in PNG, Samoa, and Solomons to achieve a similar policy outcome as well. And again, another important research that we're doing right now in PNG is the Financial Diaries project, where we're trying to map the financial lives of the poor on a day-to-day basis, how they engage with different types of financial products. And we're working in 3 provinces across PNG. We're collecting financial and quantitative transactional data across a period of 20 weeks. We're going to, the focus of this research is to try and fill the information gaps with regards to product design for the financial service providers, as well as to inform policymakers to take relevant policy action. This is a one-of-a-kind project because this is the first financial diaries project in the Pacific. And we would have an interim workshop sometime in late June in PNG to share some of the findings, and the final findings would be available on a website, and we would share it with all the stakeholders. With reference to working with the private sector, we ensure that all our performance-based grants that we give to the private sector includes specific targets with regards to outreach to women in both urban and rural areas. And that is how we've managed to cover close to 300,000 beneficiaries. Yeah. And this is across the different products, right from mobile money, branchless banking, access to savings accounts, micro insurance, as well as the financial literacy training program which WESPAC does, and we facilitate that as well. This is how we have helped reach close to these 300,000 women in the Pacific in the last 4 years. Finally, since I have just a minute left, I would like to wrap up going to the last slide, just highlighting the story of one of the social welfare beneficiaries in Fiji, who is surviving on $90 a month. And as you can see, we've helped in partnership with OSAID, WESPAC, and the Department of Social Welfare. We helped transition the social welfare payments from a voucher-based system to an electronic system through opening up WESPAC accounts for them in 2010. And that was also followed with an extensive financial literacy program. And what you can see here is, I would like to end with a quote where she says that budgeting is something I encounter every day, and I've learned some smart tips through WESPAC's visit today. And she was also able to open a savings account. So on that note, I'd like to end my speech. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.